Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna just talk like this because, so just let's get right into it. This is bearded dragon care. Okay, just the basics. Highly recommend you do more research than this video itself. Okay, I'm gonna cover like overall where to buy one, enclosure size, substrate, enrichment, lighting, heat, humidity, food, and wrapping up. So let's get started. I'm going to try to keep this under about 7-8 minutes because some of you guys' attention spans aren't the greatest. Yes. Okay. So overall, they are classified as beginner animals. I kind of disagree with that. They are more on the lines of intermediate, right in between beginner and intermediate. They are basically intermediate because of how much money, really, the finances and stuff that go into keeping them. It can definitely be a lot. So basically, just to give you a gist of it, a bearded dragon can cost anywhere between 40 to 50, all the way up to like 1,000, 2,000. I've seen them. And then you got the enclosures, and they cost glass enclosures and PVC enclosures. They cost, you'd be spending about anywhere between $300 to $400 total for all of the setup and whatnot. Okay, so they live about anywhere between 10 to 12 years, and they're one of the most docile lizards out there. And they all come with personalities and stuff, so you can get quite close to them. Okay, so where to buy one? That's a big one, right? So do not get one from chain pet stores. You don't know where they're coming from. So if you are gonna get one, I highly recommend. Well, it's almost guaranteed that you have some form of social media, right? Get in touch with a reptile community in your area. Just search like your city and stuff, and it'll pop up, right? And just ask around. Hey, and people, reptile community can be kind of a hit or miss with. There's people who are very close-minded on there, and but don't let that like stray you away from getting something you want, right? Just make sure you do the research though, okay? But look out for breeders and everything, and they're more than willing to share their information. Again, they can be close-minded, so just be careful, don't. So get them from that. There's shows and stuff, or you can go Morph Market if you just want to get one delivered to like FedEx Hub or your doorstep. Make sure the tempers are great and everything. Closure size should be anywhere between 40 gallons, which is the minimum you should have. It goes all the way up to a 4x2x2. So I don't know what the dimensions of that is. Like what, 125 something? I don't know. But bare minimum. And glass enclosures can cost an arm and a leg. So do PVC. You can build your own. Just make sure that you can get the lighting and stuff in there as well. Enrichment. They're not social animals. They shouldn't be housed together. They should not be housed together at all. They will fight. They will kill each other. So enrichment, basically, just have them out. Maybe anywhere between 20 to 20 minutes, or whatever they're tolerable with. You'll see their personality and stuff, and it will help. There's people that use them for ESAs, emotional support animals, and that's awesome. And so, so just basically have them out. Put a couple like basking things on there, maybe a hammock, add a hammock, you'll be good. Substrate, tiles and carpet, but with the reptile carpet, you want make sure you want to clean it like every other week or so, scrub it down and whatnot. I don't know if you can throw it down the wash, but if you can, do it. Just keep it clean because it can bring out germs and bacteria and stuff, and that's really not good for your dragon. Tiles are great. Not only do they look good and stuff, but they also help file your dragon's nails down because they can get relatively sharp if you don't take care of them. So do that. And there's people who do bioactive. I'm not going to dive into bioactive stuff, but stay away from Kelsey sand. Stay away from it. Okay, stay away from it. It's not good. So basically, just carpet. Make sure you clean it or whatnot. And tile. That's the substrate that I can think of right now. I'm going to try to keep it, again, under like 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, so lighting. Okay, so lighting, basically they need a UVB bulb and a basking bulb. Now, the thing is, I'm going to save you some money with with both. You can look online, and usually, like places like Chewy, I get my UVB bulbs from Chewy. I've had no issues from them, and you can get the coils, which aren't really recommended, but they do the job still. And also they have the tube ones, the fixtures. I'm not going to get into that, but UVB, like a 10.0 output is decent, but ideally you want to aim for like a 26.0 or whatever it is output. You might need a deep dome for that as well. So and then heat and humidity, I'm going to save you money on that. Don't get stuff that has a reptile on it. You can get pretty much anything really you can go to the Home Depot and get fixtures and stuff that serve the same purpose as a basking thing, because they can cost at pet stores they can cost $20 to $30 for like a 8-inch fixture, and that's nonsense. Where you can get a 8-inch fixture at literally Home Depot for like $7-8, right? And it serves the same purpose too. Another thing, basking. I'm gonna save you some money on this. You can get used halogen floodlights. BR20s, don't quote me on it. BR20s, I think, or BR30s are what I go with. Don't get the PAR. They have like the PAR 38s or something. Don't get them. They burn out easy and they're just a pain. I actually have right here. 1 second. So this is what I use. It generates the same amount of heat and stuff, and they're still active. They're not acting lethargic whatsoever. As long as it has, make sure it's a halogen. Make sure it's halogen because that gives off. That's one of the bulbs I know of that gives off heat, and you can literally get those for like $3-4 a piece. So I'm saving you money. You can thank me. Food or humidity. They don't necessarily need humidity, other when they're going and shedding. Then mist it lightly. But overall, if you just like give them baths and stuff, it should be no issue whatsoever. Food, they take bugs and bugs. So basically, to cover it, ideally you want to get stay away from crickets, mealworms. You want to get superworms and start breeding a dubia roach colony. As I said, these will cost you money. Okay, that's why it's not a beginner reptile. You shouldn't be getting this for, your son or your child thinking, oh, I'm just gonna put it in a 20-gallon and then just not. I'm not gonna spend more than like $150. Don't do it. It's like just just get like something else, okay? Get like a hamster. No, hamsters are even, we're getting off topic. Getting off topic. Um, so yeah, salads that eat collard greens and collard greens, mustard greens. There's a list where you can look up too about all of the stuff they eat. Going back to bugs, so ideally you want to feed them a salad every day, and then you can feed them bugs every other day or every 2 days. Otherwise, and the thing is, like, you don't necessarily need to feed them like 10, 12 super worms a day, or because that only just every other day works fantastic. As long as they have salads and stuff. Even you can feed them adults. You can feed them like every two days or so, bugs, or every 3 days. As long as they have salad, and it helps keep their weight in check, and it helps reduce any issues and stuff. So overall, I know this went a little bit over, but I wanted to make sure I covered everything. Make sure that this isn't the only care thing you look at. Just look up other people, and yeah. So just keep that in mind. They're not beginner reptiles, and you should definitely have money if you are going to get one. Otherwise, that's the fire whistle. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go, and yeah, hopefully this was helpful.